Good morning, everyone. Good evening if it is after 12 in your region. Good evening for Peter Sacher. He's in Hungary and it's around 4 or 5 p.m. already. So welcome again on behalf of President Marine Cross of Panama Aquatics, Alvaro del Pozo, manager, the chief manager of operation from Panama Aquatics, and myself. We're very grateful. And thank you, Peter, for being here again with us. This is the second session. Just a quick reminder for all the coaches of the Americas, we have an interpretation button. So if you want to listen this into Spanish, si quieren escuchar en español, está el botón de interpretación. And after this short presentation, we already had a wonderful evening yesterday. Let's continue. Let's move on, Peter. It's all yours.
Thank you very much. I'm just starting with the sharing. So hello, welcome everyone again. I am still Peter Sayer. Today topic will be the international sport events and the sport diplomacy program. That is a very complicated and multi-area process. But after 2017 World Championship, we just realized what kind of power an international event has. During the 2017, we has got 120,000 guest night at Budapest in this 1.5 week. And of course, the social media is exploded with the superstars making very beautiful sunset videos all around Budapest and the Danube. So I think it's quite similar what is happened in Barcelona after the Olympic Games, and we just realized how power an international event has got. Just to know, that is our swimming department in the University of the Hungarian Sports Science, and I think that is very important that everybody has got a role in this competition and also in the Hungarian swimming sport, like a captain, competition manager, coaches, or somebody working in the core room. And that is important also for the coaches and the swimming instructors, because everything what we experience, we can bring this knowledge to the university, and the theory and the practice meets, and that is a very good combination. And also who will be the next generation coaches and swimming instructors has got a benefit from that. This picture is from 2017. That was a very, very special period for us. Okay, I just find a very beautiful picture in Florida, in the International Swimming Hall of Fame, because there is the first Olympic Games. They don't get medals; they just get these champion bands. And our national hero Alfred Hayos, who was never ever before in a sea, swimming in the 13-degree sea and winning 2 gold medals for the country. And I think that is where the stories began, because all the Hungarians believe we can do that, and why we don't do that. That is an important thing. You can see also we have got serious experiences in international sport event management. And the last 7 years, we was not so boring for us, this period also. And I'm also participate in many other events with the World Aquatics TSC committee. So that was also a very big honor for me. I just bring you 4 short videos that will be 1.5 minutes and only with music, not with Hungarian language. But you can catch the feeling, and 2017 was not so far away, but if you watch the quality of this video now, it seems very old for me. And I just realized what kind of logo, sign, and sentence we are using in 2017, and how much developed also the marketing and the sponsoration and video making in this area. So let's see this short video about 2017 advertisement video. Just add water. Yes, that was the main sentence of this first championship. Before the words, we had 4 European championships quite in a row, but never ever before Hungary has a big event like the World Championship. So everybody was nervous in this period. So we need to do that in good. The philosophy behind in 2017, we tried a little bit copy or steal the idea of Barcelona to show the city in many angles and to give something special. If somebody watching the high diving was totally opposite with the national house, called the parliament, under the Buddha Castle. And they are jumping in a small pool, which is look like they are jumping in the Danube. So many like this we try to do and show our country and the capital of the nation, Budapest, and it was very important. So let's speak about a little bit the sport diplomacy, because of this 2017. I think after that, a very serious process is starting. What does it mean? We have got very good training camp exchanges possibilities. I think the World Aquatics Scholarship Program, the idea of that we can be one of the training camp centers for the World Aquatics is starting from here. And today we have got 27 swimmers who are joining university and working with Hungarian coaches in the country in 4 cities. The goal is, the target is 200 athletes. And that is also a very good learning process for us, because we never ever train multicultural team like this. We have got Jamaican who came from Sudan, Moldova, so really very international team we has got today in our country. Sponsors also, and government meetings, political meetings you can do in the VIP. Also the partnership for charity. For example, during the COVID, we are making for the frontline workers free tickets we are giving, and we are giving to many sponsors offering many tickets, and they can give also like a charity. That's so you can use in many ways the international sport events. The next step, when we are realize how a big power we has in our hand, we just start the Hungarian government and the sport diplomacy members, and especially David Santo, who is one of my boss. He's the event manager. I am always in the field of play, I'm doing the competition management, but David is over me, and he's a very creative person and amazing ideas he has many times. And he just say, why we don't invite the World Aquatics headquarters to the Budapest, because we know very good that we would like to do Olympic Games in Budapest in the future, and it can be one piece of the puzzle that the kayak canoeing, the judo federation still here in Hungary, and why one part of the World Aquatics headquarters not coming to Budapest and make a big office? Uh, yes, that is still going, and I think we can believe it can happen. And in this week, they are open a temporary headquarter office in Budapest next to the parliament. Of course, they still the most of the employers working in Lausanne, and now the media and content makers are coming to Budapest, and if you are going to LinkedIn watching, they are also hiring for some jobs for World Aquatics, and that will be now in Budapest. Of course, because of the war and the energy crisis, we are in a little bit late because the economy is all over the world is not so strong now. So that's why the new target, when we make not a temporary building for the World Aquatics, we want to make a brand new building with 50-meter pool, dormitory, high jumping, and also a very beautiful building for the World Aquatics. That will be a good target in 2017, because we will be again the host of the World Championship, and that can be a good brand new opening ceremony for that. Okay, let's see 2022, and just two story about that, because 2017 was not for us, not for Budapest. I don't know, maybe Guadalajara in Mexico, or I don't know. And also in 2022, that is not our World Championship. We just get the right, and we has got totally 6 months to do that, and that was very crazy rush and very fast to organize the World Championship. But because of the Duna Arena, we are already do one World Championship. It was a little bit easier. And this period, we have got a very serious, experienced team to do the World Championship, to be honest, in 4 months. So let's see the advertisement, and I like this video very much. Okay, let's see the next one because every detail is count. So uh, I think the medals are always a very important message because the best athletes bring it at home, and uh, you would like to send one piece of the country with themselves, and sometimes you can watch a video when Ryan Lochte give the medals for the children and so on. So the medal thing is a little bit art, and that is very important. And every championship we care of very much what kind of medals we are doing, and we are very proud of that. That if the World Aquatics going a country who are not able to produce for the championships the medals, a Hungarian company doing always the medals for them. So that is also a success story for us. So we can say the last FINA World Championship was in Budapest because that was the big voting about the World Aquatics starting to work. So that is also a very special sport diplomatical way to organize this big voting, and also the new committees collecting. Um, and that is a very special video. Uh, I think most of you don't watch it. That is our one of next to Swimming Nation program. That is our biggest plan to do this headquarters, and that's not a secret. Also, the president of the World Aquatics know that, and we will do that. Many people don't believe that we are able to do that, but I think 2026 will be not ready, but for 2027, for the World Championship, we can watch these buildings. Okay, thank you very much. And we have got just one more video. Because of the feeling of the World Championships, I like very much these after movies because it really shows what kind of tons of work behind the championship like this. And I think we spend 5 or 10 more times more money in 2017 than in 2022 because we just jump in, and that was a very hard period in the economy of Hungary and I think all over the world after the COVID. And the main philosophy sentence was the athletes experiment, and the athletes need to enjoy the route and the championships, and we try to spare the warm-up pool and the advertisement outside the pool and so on. Just the most important what the camera and what the television and the athletes watch in the competition pool. That is led us to make a very, very special championship in 2022. Okay, in 2022, make history, create history, or right here, right now. We have got many good sentences, and I really like these colors, these black and this type of the red and the green. And the World Aquatics allowed for us to not make the always use blue and the white. I think that will be always good in the future, that the setup is quite similar, but a little bit give a possibility for the host country to make something special. That is a good thing. These main sentences are always important. I just make the photo in Doha, dive into your thrill, and just add water was in 2017. What kind of sentence you are planning if you are doing a very big championship? In the end, you can write some example for us. Okay, and let's go to the little bit to the competition management details. I'm very proud of that after 2017 we are starting with Nemicho, who are a very great worker for World Aquatics, and together we are working first time in 2019, I think, or before that in the World Cup, and we just start to speak about using the Google Drives, the QR codes, not to print everything out and share in one way everything with the team. And in the end, of course, World Aquatics or FINA has got the power to do and use the Sportity. The Sportity was usable before the Paris Olympic Games, and always there is a code for the international championship. Now you can download it, and if you put this password, you can download all the information bulletin, the summons, or the competition details, and the team leaders information. That is very usable if you are doing a big, great event. And in Paris, World Aquatics came out with the Event Insider app, you can also download it, and that is a very big thing. I think that direct communication with the teams, very prompt, and you can watch immediately the disqualification if the final is modifying because somebody is just scratched from the final. So still many things is going on in the world. We just think that what can else will developing in the top sport, but like also in the training methods, there is many new things in sleeping and also the microbiome that the athletes start to use very special dietetics and pharmacy. Also in the competition management, we try to keep the way and develop ourselves and make easier competitions for the athletes. Okay, how to build up an LOC? I think that is the most important spine and skeleton, what we are doing from downstairs, of course, volunteers, medical, security, broadcasting, IT services, and upstairs coming the accommodation, media, logistics, protocol, all the sports competition managers, the head of sports, or we can say even manager, the head of operation, CFO, and also the president. That organogram is very, very important, and always we have got a good idea to make a board for the local organizing committee, and we are inviting stakeholders and companies and politicians into that. And that can be also a very strong sport diplomacy power after the championships for us. I think the last championship we are inviting the Wizz Air, the owner of the Wizz Air cheap flights company manager, and now we have got a very good relation with him, and he's helping for the Hungarian Olympic Committee to fly to Paris and came back all of the national team members. Okay, competition management. I think we are now going into the details. Of course, I think you are meeting many of these small details, the competition offices, the core rooms, the team preparation areas, the training facilities, the competition schedule, the volunteer, what kind of volunteer roles has got in the competition management and doping control rooms. And now we have got the VAR, the video analyzing officiating room, and so on. So also that is a very developing part still of the competition management. I am very happy because the officiating is more open-minded in this and more prefer the athletes' rights and what is benefit for the athletes. And I think Craig Hunter is a great leader for the officials, and I just realized what a great philosophy he has, and we can feel during the competition and the competition management that is getting better and better. You need a team, of course, and we have got a very nice picture, and maybe somebody know that Raul is in the middle because he was the core room supervisor in Paris Olympic Games, and we are working together in Peru, also in Doha, and we have got a very good connection. But if you check, we have got we need a competition pool organizer, training facility controller, and for me, my new experience is because in 2017 we are using 3 or 4 pool for training for the teams, and that was in one point of view very expensive. Also the transportation and to rent the old pool for the teams. And now I'm just realized that 350-meter pool or 325-meter pool in the short course World Championship will be enough for the 200 team. Okay, and the first and the last quorum. Today in the morning, I just go and make a presentation for the volunteers who will be participating in the World Championship in December. And they are 400 present and many at online. And I just say that we will be lucky because we don't have 50-meter first and last core room because it's a 25-meter competition. So also with the core rooms and the basket carriers, work will be a little bit easier in the short course competition. Okay, let's see. That is, we can say plan the map is always very, very important. And I think we can say that 60% always the pre-workout, 30% to do the competition good, and only 10% the after work. So if you put a tons of work before the competition, you will don't have problems. And you need to plan every detail like you watching this. That is the Duna Arena, the warm-up pool, the competition pool, the team seating, the core rooms, where they are coming in. So every competition is different and every setup is different. In this short course championship in December, we are planning to do something very special things. We try to build a small chain bridge at the competition pool, and the medal ceremony will be on this lion bridge. And also we will using a very big team stands in the diving pool for 400 coach staff and athletes, and we just would like that there will be a very, very good atmosphere in the 25-meter pool events. Okay, let's see. That is the team preparation area. And I just would like to show how is it look like in an international level, of course, in the Olympic Games with the bikes and the massage beds. And that is very important that the teams need to feel comfortable. And you can see that is a small word, and that is not easy for a competition manager to give every nation a designated place what is enough good. I'm always handling and dealing with the big ones, and after I just check how many athletes the nationality has, and after per quadrat meter we are giving enough big place for the teams. At the left side of the picture, you can watch one example how hard to put all of the countries all around the warm-up pool and the conference hall and everywhere, especially in Hungary in winter. Now that will be a challenge for us because we don't have the terraces and we can't put mobile things outside because that will be very cold. That is also very important. In 2022, we are using 4 team stands and we are rotating that. If you were in an international competition, you know that sometimes the teams are not following the rules very strict. But we try to make it good because everybody need to watch the competition equal. So that's why we need to rotate the teams. But in this year, that will be also much more easier because we will have a 400 person stands for the athletes and the teams. Let's see the training schedule. That is also very important. Just yesterday, I was finalized for this short course world championship training and the warm-up schedule with Namicho. And that is very important that the teams need to know from when and what is the last time I can do my cooling down and what is the last bus I can catch and go back to the hotel. So always you need to think about because that will be effect for the bus shuttle. So you need to, it's the competition management is always keep in touch with the other part of the big event. We need to stand up, and that's why many part of the competition coming to the competition manager and make a short meeting. What is the information they need to get? Competition main schedule. So that is always like this. Minimum 2 hours before the session starts, we need to open the warm-up pool and the competition pool, and minimum 50 minutes from the start, we need to close the competition pool. Of course, we need to prepare with the rings, the lap counters, the backstroke flag. We need to put in the flags if we are starting with the backstroke or the IM. I think you know that these processes are very serious in swimming, and we don't need to miss anything from this process. Competition schedule. Let me tell me one of my opinion about the competition schedule changing in Paris, because I have got an interview in and the presentation in Hungary, and many newspaper asked me that was correct or not, what the World Aquatics doing from the competition schedule because of the French very great swimmer Léon Marchand. My opinion is that look, we need to watch the big picture, and because of that, swimming will be very much more advertised, and they say the watching, the Facebook watching and Instagram watching, like in the Michael Phelps period in swimming. So to be honest, I think that was not a very big change. Just 2 events in one day, they just flip it. So in my opinion, if it's good for all of our sport, sometimes it just can happen. And also that was in Paris, the Olympic Games, and this guy is winning 4 Olympic gold. So yeah, there is the rules, and sometimes we need to let something, because that will be a benefit for our all community. Okay, broadcast and media operation. I can say they are the big guys. Always the media is the main thing. For me, my main role is to not to let the athletes to disturb, because sometimes not everybody, but some media people and cameramen don't feel what is the border and going too close to the head, for example, in the backstroke start and so on. So with the officials and the competition management and sport presentation, we need to handle these situations, and that will be always not a big issue. I think we are working good together, but of course we need to understand that the good pictures, the good videos will sell our sport internationally. My opinion is also the same as everybody say that why they are swimming in the river Seine and why they don't go 30 kilometers away in the kayak canoeing field or pitch, what is in the lake. And if we are bring the open water competition there, maybe there will be 1,000 people. And if somebody watching the river Seine during the 10K competition, I think there will be minimum 20,000 people who are sharing. Of course, the athletes' health is the first, and also two of the Hungarians feeling a little bit sick after the open water competition, but with probiotics and microbiome pharmacies, we can handle this situation, and they are not going to the hospital. Okay, let's see, that is the camera plan, what we are always doing before the competition. And that is also very important because you need to sit down with the broadcast and the sport presentation, because sometimes the route of the athletes is just crossing with the cameras, and it's better to know it before the competition and not after the first live show. That is a very good plan. In 2022 we get it. In 2017, still the second or the third day of the competition, we don't get this camera plan. But we are also developing in every part of the competition management. Okay, that is a very good example for you that how strict is the timing in the competition timing. And please understand that is not easy to keep the timing in a final. For example, one swimmer is swimming more event, and the cooling down and the medal ceremony can disturb the athletes also. So always we have 5 to 10 minutes maximum to bring them to the medal ceremony, and also there can be the doping control with the athletes. So that is a very strict timeline. A good example for you how strict can be the planning of a final for the World Championship. And I just always give I have got many times 15 people for the competition management, 4 and 5 in the competition pool, and we just always sit down before the warming up, and we going through each second and what will be happened and who will be need to be there, and bring the rings and bring the chairs, because there will be a medal ceremony. So something like that. That is I think the hardest point of the big event, to keep the timing because of the advertisement and many other things. Sport presentation. The sport presentation can give something special for the events. So we always try to figure it out, something special idea with the sport presentation, with the LED walls, with the lights, with the music, the athletes intros. So that is the spicy of the competition afternoon, and I hope so that also in this short course World Championship will working very good. And in 2022, the most beautiful thing was the winding flags. They are doing a very beautiful graphic for the winding flags who are marching in. I think in that World Championship we will have something special also. You can watch this corridor when they are coming to the competition pool from the last core room, and yes, the flags, the map, and the short videos can be. I think in these ages and these ITs, if we would like to sell our sport for the younger generation, we need to organize always like this. The United States trials, what I watched was fantastic before the Paris Games, and I think also in Los Angeles will be the same. That was our shell, because always the LED walls are straight, and we just start to speaking about why we don't bend these LEDs, and also the cameramans can easier follow the athletes from really the beginning of the marching. So that was also a very good idea, I think. And now I watch many places all over the world who are using these bending things. Okay, I think the sport presentation. When the World Aquatics start this sport presentation, I think the first promo was in 2019. Juniors were champs also in Budapest, and that was a very big challenge to catch the youngs and make the video all the finalists. But in the end, we are doing that. But now in the World Championship and Olympic Games, that is not a big issue, because all of the athletes know that I need to go there in the training days, and that is just for 2 minutes. And if I am going to the final, that will be on the LED wall, and all of where the world will watch it. So everybody would like to do it good. So that can be also the future to use these short videos before the marching in. IT and technology also, we can imagine how big issue always because of the VR system. Also, Omega timing, Seiko timing is developing so much, and officiating using the underwater cameras in the director room, and just to make the competition safe in IT way, it's a big issue, and always you need to have an IT director who are making the World Aquatics and the competition safe. And of course, during the finals, you can't have a power issue in the building. So you need a very serious generators outside with main power and trucks or part of the building. That is the picture from Doha. What I make a director room is watching all the angles and cameras in the live show, and they are changing always what's happened in the first and the final core room and the competition room. And there was a time that was a example that many times they are going to the warm-up pool all around and making videos, but they are stopping it. I think that was mostly in the ISL. I think because in the team preparation area is many times they just change the clothes and they just half naked on the massage bed and so on. So that was really not a good idea to show these pictures because it's in many ways that is a little bit sensitive for the athletes also, and that is not what they need to show for the world. Underwater cameras also one part of the underwater cameras room in Doha that is very big help for officiating. Of course, I think this part of the competition will be developing very much in Hungary also because all over the world that is very expensive to go under the water with many cameras and make good pictures. But that was the first short course championship in Hungary also when we are watching with cameras the starts and the 50-meter marks, and that is the first step, and we would like to build up also these underwater cameras things. That will be the future, yes. Venue operation, venue management, we never speak about that, but to build up these many temporary structures in the facility is very, very important. For example, the TSC table, they need to watch everything, and maybe there is a LED wall in front of them, so we need to lift them up a little bit. So that is a very big planning when and what you can do. The next picture is the pool certification. Because the Duna Arena, you can move the wall as that's why before every competition we need to do this lane certification management. And always, if somebody swimming a European and world record, we need to do it again, that it's 100% that the lane is not less than 50 or 25 meter. And because of the movable wall, of course, sometimes we need metal sticks to keep the two side, the 0 and the 9 side of the wall next to the strong concrete wall. That is the hardest plan for me. That is show when and what happened in the Duna Arena from the training day -6 to the competition day 1. And of course, what I say before, the temporary facilities. So you need to order first the carpet, and after you can build the temporary things on that. So you need to be care very much the order of that, and when the Omega timing is arriving and testing and the main rehearsal. So it's quite a big team doing that. 10 of us are sitting down and speak about to not to scratch each other works when we are building up the Duna Arena and clothing to the competition marketing beautiful way. Transport and logistics. If I can say a self-reflection, that is one of the biggest issue, and you can hear about also in Paris. That was a big issue because sometimes from the village to the competition pool, and the training pools, sometimes it was 45 minutes, sometimes it was 90, sometimes it was more than 100 minutes. And I was there and I was curious what's happened. And I am speaking with the bus drivers, and the same happened in Budapest, because for 2 weeks you don't have Budapest bus drivers 120 for 2 weeks during the championship. You need to bring from the countryside, and the countryside bus drivers don't know the city, so they just lost many times, and they don't use the Waze and the Google Maps and so on. And I think that was also the problem. The traffic was very big in Paris, and also the countryside bus drivers need to learn the route of the transport and the logistics. So you need to care very much the transport, because that can make the teams and the team leaders very angry if it's not working good. The schedule of that look like this from different hotels to the Duna Arena and back, and always we are sit down also together with the head of the transportation, and they asked us the opinion, what is the main part where they need to put double buses and not only one. What is the most important part of the transportation schedule. So you can watch in the side column, there is 1 bus, 2 bus, so it depends on which hour you are using the buses. Hospitality, of course, to fill up the waters is one of the first priority, because if you are in a swimming pool, you know that it's mostly that it's crazy hot. So the athletes care and don't drinking tap water, only mineral water from the bottle. And also, the World Aquatics has got sponsoration with Nongfu Springs, what is a Chinese brand. Also, we will get now Nongfu waters. So that and VIP seating and hospitality is also very important. I like very much the new rule in the VIP. I think they just start in the World Athletic Championship the last year in Budapest. That means that during the competition, there is no food and serving for the VIP. So they need to sit down and watch the competition, because mostly that happens that the Duna Arena is totally full. Only the VIP is empty because everybody in the box and eating during the competition. So now the tables are empty. They can drink, of course, but they need to sit down and watch the competition, and it looks much more better in the television. Marketing and communication, of course, the branding, the colors, and the setup of the pool is very important. I really like the black, red, and green colors. But now is the World Aquatics is working more protocolical way, and it's Doha, Paris, and also in Budapest short course will be much more similar, the setup in the pool. And I think every place and city can use just 1 or 2 color special color for them. And we are shortly going to the end, but these are very great pictures from our sport events company, who are planning the LED walls and the branding things and the carpet. And now you can imagine how precise they are planning everything in a competition pool. That looks very great. In 2022, we are, if you are watching the left side of the picture upstairs, there was the medal ceremony. And now we will have in the right side of the competition pool, we will have the 25-meter competition. And behind that will be this special chain bridge, what we are using for the medal ceremony in this short course championship. And the diving pool. On the diving pool, we will building up the 400 big stands for the teams. So they can watch very good the competition. Right here and right now, also the perimeters, the layers need to be planned like this. Yes, always they are playing with the movable LED walls, but sometimes it's just not working. I think also in Doha that was not an easy issue to make it working good. So sometimes we just need to check everything is working good or not, or we can use in the practice in the live show or not. Accreditation, this picture is very special for me. I think it's 4:30 a.m. in the morning in Paris. So they are checking in for the open water. But of course, accreditation is very important because you can't go everywhere in the venue. And yes, I think I never have problem with the accreditation in the competition pool, only with the media guys. Sometimes I have got some fight because they are going to the field of play immediately. So you need to handle it very carefully. Security is also next to the river sign. Yes, security is a big issue, and I think sometimes the Hungarian security is maybe too strict. But you know, you can say, okay, here nobody can go up, just the VIP. And after we make some expectation for athletes, so it's not easy to handle it. And the safety is a big issue in nowadays. Many bad things are going all over the world. So in 2022, it's just happened. I think the Australian team or maybe Brazil's coming to me, and they would like to use the radios, the radio channels, and that was the time when the war is starting in Ukraine, and we are the neighbors of Ukraine, and that's why we can't give the permission for using the radios, because the Hungarian army can disturb because of that, because many different language in our country what's happening in the Duna Arena. So that's why maybe that will be the same now in the Duna Arena. Okay, let's see question and answers, and we are finishing. That is I was the team leader of the open water team, and that day was one of my best day in my life because we have got a gold and the bronze medal, and that was so emotional. Everybody is crying, me too. So that was very, very special and good. In the gladiators are winning medals in the dirty river sign.
Okay, Peter.
Thank you very much.
That was that was a great presentation. We of course we are ready for the questions and answers from all our friends and coaches from different countries. I already got questions from the WhatsApp group. But one of the things in the meantime that I'd like to know is World Aquatics is moving their headquarters to Hungary. It has already started, as you explained. And what are the expectations for the Hungarian swimming community? Because I can imagine if I'm here in Argentina and FIFA moves their headquarters to Argentina, you immediately think we're going to have more events, more competitions. That is pushing everything, and also is pushing the professionalism of those who are involved. So, what's going on for you guys?
Yes, that's a very good question. And there was a very serious meeting between the sport ministry and all the water federations. And we have got a permission that we try to keep our employers in a good place. But I think that just every Hungarian think that the salary will be extremely high in the World Aquatics, but not. I think they are moving to Budapest because the building is much more cheaper. There will be a new building with dormitory, 50-meter pool, a big new headquarters, and also the employers, they need to pay the half or the 1/3, and also the accommodation salary is much more low than in Lausanne. I think they will don't sell the Lausanne building because it's takes an amount of money, and that is the owner is the World Aquatics. So maybe I can imagine that the top headquarters maybe stay in Lausanne, and maybe the workers are coming to Budapest. But of course, because there are living many workers, and it's all about life. They have got children there and so on. So that will be a long journey, I
A long
think.
journey.
Yes,
And
that's not our decision. In the permission with the government, we has got a sentence that the minimum of the employers, the 50% of the employers will be Hungarians.
okay. And that could cause that maybe some of you potentially could leave the Hungarian Swimming Federation to work for World Aquatics. It could happen. You could be one of those. Let's just fantasize on this. And what is the idea of the Hungarian Federation? Because it is great, but it's also risky. Building
Yes,
up human resources take a long time, as you long explain this.
I think there will be going new people,
Okay.
international. If you are working with World Aquatics, I think you need to know minimum 3 languages, English,
Okay.
Spanish. I just speak English. So I really like to work with the federation. Of course, if there is a possibility, I will hear that. But I am in a good place now, and many of us in Hungary feel that. So I just don't feel that everybody wants to go. Of course, some of us would like to apply 100%, but not all of the federation. That can be a good new blood refreshment also in the
Yes.
federation. So something like that. We are speaking about our bosses, and they just said, okay, we just do our work now, and let's see what's happened when we are before the bridge. We need to cross it.
And at the same time, having this number of World Aquatics competitions in a row, starting from 2019, 22, and so on, and the Europeans, that of course has built up a strong team to cover all these positions that when a country like Singapore is offering the next World Championships, you really have to struggle to cover each and all of those single positions. So you guys had a lot of experience already, which is very unique and not very common to repeat the same venues over the years.
Yes. In 2027, we would like to do something special, not in the Duna Arena. We would like to move the World Championship to the multifunctional dome, where will be minimum 20,000 spectator.
So that will be a new complex, not the Dune
Yes,
Arena.
but that is temporary.
Okay, temporary.
Because that is a multifunctional, especially we are using for handball these
okay. Oh, I see. It's like where it was in Paris, that over a
something like
dome
that. Yes,
that is already
that's a
existed.
good point. That's a good point. Yeah. So I don't know what was the beginning of the question.
No. The question is that is a very unique situation for a relatively small country that has already got not one or two events in their life, talking about a World Aquatics event, and the way that you have presented shows how detailed and how demanding today organizing a worldwide competition takes, so that for a small nation with a relatively maybe small federation of employees, it's not USA, you were able to cope with 3, 4, and already have planned a new World Championships in 2027.
I don't know what is the plan in the future after 2027, but only 2027 is a big issue for us. But the headquarters and World Aquatics need to be international. So that is not a big problem that we are, yes, of course, you have got the right. We are not enough. We are just a 10 million country. But with the Middle Europe and of course, so many other nations need to be part of the headquarter, and that can be a good process. And this headquarters is, I think that is part of the plan, then we would like to do the Olympic Games.
Now, I always think about Hungary. You mentioned Alfred Hayos as the first hero of the Hungarian swimming, winning the first gold Olympic medals in the history of the modern Olympic Games. So and he won twice, right? It was 2 times in a row. And more than that, you have the Alfred Hayos complex of swimming. So you keep remembering your big names from the very beginning, and at the same time, yes.
And you know what? You know what is special in the Margaret Island? There is the Hayos Alfred complex, and now mostly the water polo use it. That is the water polo territory. They like it very much. And Alfred Hayos was the architecture of this building.
Oh yes. That's correct.
He's crazy talented, and not everybody know, but his original name was Gutmann.
Okay.
Gutmann Alfred, because he has got the Jewish roots and he need to hide.
So for those who are not familiar, the Margaret Island is in the middle of the Duna River. So it's like splitting the river for a moment into 2 branches. And there is where I think it used to be the residency, the residence of the, at once was of the Prime Minister or some sort of that in the history. Had an important place? You don't, okay, that doesn't matter.
Now the Swimming Federation and the Water Polo Federation is in the middle of the Margaret Island.
Is there. And there's also something that gets the attention of those who follow the success of the swimming, the Hungarian swimming, is the University of Physical Education is going to be 100 years old next year or so, right? Was
It just
1925?
25. So
So
this
it's going
year.
to be like, it's going to be 100 years University of Physical Education, which means many of you, Peter, came from there. So when was that the vision and maybe of the University of Physical Education got connected to high level performance, as we spoke yesterday about these usually two branches of the education? One is be social sports, educative, and the others. When got these together so that you can have like one vision, one pattern, one way to go?
That is totally, again, a good question. I think because of the serious physical education university with 100 years old history, when I go to the sport ministry, there are many of my classmates. If I go another federation, in the polo federation, we came from the same school. We learned the same process, and
Yes.
very, very fastly we understand each other, thinking, okay, tak tak tak, we need to do like this, and how to train a children, how to make the teaching swimming. Maybe that is because we can follow quite easily, like the Swimming Nation program, one curriculum.
Yes. And this idea of the University of Physical Education to have the career in Magyarul, in Hungarian, but also in English, that is a very unique approach. When did this idea evolved, or why? Because maybe you thought we need to get more coaches from other places. We need to expand, because again, it's not very common.
I think everything comes because of history. In
Okay.
1925, the university is founded, and after coming the world wars, and after we are under the communistic and socialistic rule, and only if you are doing sport you can leave the country and going outside.
Okay.
We are very poor. So that is the only way you can go out and watch the world. So, and also we have got lots of gold medals in the history. And
That helped.
these together is the facts, because we are like very much the sport.
Well, we thank you so much. It's around 60 people that's been following you on Saturday. That's a
In the
great
morning.
number of yes, and it's great to have you, and we thank you so much. We thank you for your passion, the way you express. We know that you have your roots, and you have your feelings for your country, and that's, I think, about for today. The presentation will be uploaded. So we thank you so much for sharing. We thank you, World Aquatics, for sustaining these presentations, and of course, Panama Aquatics. And we thank you on behalf of the President, Marine Cross, and all the people from swimming from the Americas. And we shall be seeing you soon in a couple of days in Budapest.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much for the opportunity. That was really an honor, and I hope so that you are enjoy it. And I have got my emails in the end of the presentation. If somebody would like to make a question and contact me, just write me. Many times we have got many international team in the countryside to coming to training camp. I can connect with my colleagues.
I am
So
sure there are many coaches present in this presentation that will be joining you in Budapest and asking for spots for their countries in the team preparation area.
okay, that will be great, and I am open for it. Thank you very much.
We thank you. We got a lot of messages just mentioning that Cecilia Veronica from Bolivia. Really, thank you so much for such an incredible amount of information that you have provided. And there are lots of other uh, uh, guys that are writing and girls that are writing there for you. So we let you go. We know it's Saturday evening. It was
Yes.
great, Peter. Peter, and thank you. Thank you again, our interpreters, Marisa and Michelle. We'll see us soon.
Thank you very
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
helping.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, bye,
Goodbye.
bye, bye. Hi, Raul, and really meeting in Budapest.
We'll see you soon. It'd be
The
great.
quorum is ready for you.
Oh, I have seen a lot of things that I'd like to see. How that panel, that rounded panel, gonna be tricky. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you.